todos, o meu nome é Tiago Oliveira, sou Crossfit Seminar Staff e ensino os cursos nível 1 e nível 2 a nível mundial e sou também parte da Crossfit Portugal, como sou responsável pelo Coach Corner, tudo que tem a ver com o coaching, com o trabalho do treinador nas aulas em Portugal.
Como é que tens visto o crescimento do CrossFit em Portugal?
Tem sido lento, mas sólido, é o que eu acho. Acho que começa agora a dar grandes passos, principalmente com a adição do Country Manager e com eventos como este, que estamos aqui no comunidade de Afiliados. Tenho visto exatamente como isso, lento mas sólido, e quem tenta fazer bem, faz bem, e isso vai nos permitir chegar longe.
Tem sido, o que é que tu achas que neste momento falta para dar qual será o próximo passo da CrossFit Portugal?
São perguntas difíceis. Acho que passa mais por aqui. Temos que demonstrar o valor da CrossFit a Portugal. Acho que é o que falta. Acho que muitas vezes, e não é o caso destas pessoas que estão cá, porque eles são afiliados, acho que falta isso. O português é um bocado mais retraído e tem dificuldade em ver valor, ou tem que lhe ser explicado o valor das coisas. Acho que passa por aí. O nosso trabalho como CrossFit Portugal é mostrar o valor da CrossFit e mostrar que fazer parte é importante e tem benefícios para eles.
Exatamente, e é para isso também que servem agora estes seminários.
Exatamente, para continuar a mostrar às pessoas o que é que CrossFit pode fazer por nós.
Exatamente. Sentiste alguma diferença, alguma evolução ou o oposto com a mudança da direção da CrossFit?
Eu pessoalmente não senti grandes diferenças em termos de trabalho ligado à CrossFit, quer nacional, quer mundial. No entanto, eu não diria que seja pela troca de transição. Eu acho que Portugal atingiu o momento certo de dar o passo de termos um Country Manager e ter essa centralização, ou ter essa versão da CrossFit, a nossa pequena versão de CrossFit em Portugal, é muito importante, e acho que isso nos vai ajudar a dar passos muito maiores do que aqueles que temos até agora.
Olá, sou o então, Honorary Coach do CrossFit.
Obrigado, Bruno. Bruno, o que é que estás a achar deste primeiro encontro de afiliados em Portugal?
Primeiro, parabenizar a todos, acho que foi uma iniciativa brutal, algo que já poderíamos ter feito há mais tempo, mas revela também as mudanças que têm acontecido na CrossFit, e isso é super positivo, porque isto desde o início valoriza esta ação, a própria CrossFit, nós estamos aí atrás e estamos a criar opções, soluções, boas ferramentas para todos podermos trabalhar melhor e melhorar a nossa qualidade de serviço. Não basta dizer que somos bons, não basta dizer que temos um bom serviço, não basta dizer que somos a melhor solução para as pessoas que querem treinar, que querem melhorar a sua condição física. Temos que fazer por isso, e acho que todos, com a experiência que todos vamos adquirindo, partilhar estas ideias, partilhar experiências, estratégias, de forma a que o serviço possa realmente cada vez melhorar e chegarmos às pessoas, desmistificar também um pouco daquilo que das pessoas pensam e aquilo que nós realmente fazemos. Muitas das vezes nós, se calhar, estamos também a passar mal a mensagem, estamos a trabalhar, ou melhor, podemos trabalhar ainda melhor e passar uma imagem melhor lá para fora, e é um pouco isso que se tenta fazer aqui, melhorar a nossa qualidade de serviço e levar as pessoas realmente a melhorar o seu dia.
Excelente, excelente. Mudaste recentemente de casa. Sim. Como é que tem sido essa mudança?
As mudanças custam sempre muito no início e tem muito a ver com a resistência também que a gente tem à mudança. Eu, como não tinha grande hipótese de resistir à mudança, tinha mesmo que mudar, e também mudei com vontade de ir para um sítio melhor. Na realidade está a ser ótimo, está a ser bem melhor, em vários aspectos tem sido uma mudança para melhor. E tínhamos um espaço espetacular, mas tem sido ótimo, temos crescido bastante, temos criado mais soluções e estou super satisfeito.
Sempre a evoluir.
Vamos visitar no próximo tal.
Olá, meu nome é Pedro Freire, sou Country Manager em Portugal. Não apenas parte do Seminar Staff, também tenho a função de dar todo o suporte aos afiliados portugueses que utilizam a marca Crossfit. Temos neste momento vindo a crescer de forma sustentável, com calma, mas com um crescimento desde a pandemia principalmente. E pronto, estamos aqui a fazer história no primeiro encontro de afiliados em Portugal.
Pedro, o que é que tu achas ou o que é que tu sentiste, se houve alguma mudança com a mudança de gestão da marca CrossFit?
Sem dúvida alguma, um virar de página. Isso é o mais importante. Nada contra a antiga administração, mas era uma administração altamente focada no básico do CrossFit, no treino, no conceito, e esta nova administração vem adicionar aquilo que faltava à anterior, que é todo o conceito de negócio, todo o conceito de suporte ao afiliado, todas as ferramentas extra metodologia de treino que precisam de estar presentes no afiliado.
Excelente, excelente. E achas que houve uma nova oportunidade para os países mais pequenos, como Portugal? Portugal já não é visto, como referiste há pouco, como uma província de Espanha.
Sim, está a haver claramente um esforço por parte da administração, do Eric Rosa e toda a sua equipa, em chegar a todos os países, sejam mais evoluídos, menos evoluídos, maiores, menores, mas principalmente com mais ou com menos número de afiliados. Nós, em números absolutos, em comparação com Espanha, com França, somos um micro-país, mas a verdade é que não deixamos de ser um país e não deixamos de nos reger também por aquilo que nós acreditamos e as nossas leis e o nosso crescimento e tudo mais. E desde os últimos 8 meses tem havido um esforço enorme por parte desta nova administração para ter alguém representante, para darmos voz ao país, para termos um canal de comunicação e principalmente para darmos suporte ao afiliado.
Excelente.
Alright, hi, my name is Kai Spans. I'm the General Manager for Fit Aid Europe for the Life Aid Beverage Company, and in that role we're chasing all the box owners here in Portugal and supporting a lot of events like these.
Yeah. We're one of the main sponsors of this event. What do you think about this event in such a small country like Portugal?
Well, it's not such a small country, Portugal, and there's over 70 people that signed up for this event. So that means that 70 people who are making a daily impact on people's lives and coaching and making them healthier and stronger. And I think that CrossFit is showing them the support, giving them tools to build better businesses, to build better relationships with their clients and their coaches. I think is a great thing. These guys deserve every little bit of extra attention they can get because they put in daily work all day, every day, for crazy hours. And some people with very small businesses work very hard.
I think the same. That we are a small country, but we do a lot, and we can do much more if we have the opportunity. And I think that we are on the right path.
Absolutely. And what I see with a lot of box owners all across Europe and across the world actually is that they all have a fire burning in their heart to help people.
Yeah, changing people's lives.
Yeah, changing people's lives. No, but
really?
It's true. And sometimes they're so good at that they have some blind spots on the business side, and if things like this can help them be more successful and change even more people's lives, because that is the goal, right?
Yeah.
For all these people. So, yeah.
What do you think about the new management of the CrossFit company as a company?
Well, I think the new leadership for CrossFit is showing it has the right intentions. It's traveling Europe, saying hi to all the box owners. It's putting an effort on growth. It's providing tools, like we mentioned before, for all these box owners. They put out the affiliate programming. They're doing the round tables. So I think they really are putting in the effort to try and empower their affiliates to grow and get better. And especially for Europe, I think it's a huge potential growth market. So I think we're getting they'll be sharing a lot more attention to this space.
How did the Fit Aid born? let's say this way.
Fit Aid was actually born by our president and CEO in the US from the Life Aid Beverage Company. They actually met at a CrossFit gym, and they're from Northern California, so they have a very holistic approach to life, very healthy lifestyle, and they were seeing all the kids drinking these big cans of garbage, and they were thinking, how can we get them a healthy drink? Package it like a cool energy drink, but actually give them something that is really good for them and has all the micronutrients in there. naturally sweetened and no artificial sweeteners and colors and that kind of stuff. And that's how Fit Aid was born. It was this and go for aid.
One more time, CrossFit changing lives, creating new companies.
Yeah, same for me. And I was like a box owner, and we were open like many gyms, CrossFit gyms. We were open in the morning and open in the evening, and I was looking for something to do in the afternoon. So I had a kitesurf shop, kitesurf web shop before that. So I thought maybe I'll do like a web shop in CrossFit. Tried a few products, and Fit Aid immediately took off. After we got our first pallet in by sea freight, it took off, and here we are now.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sou Filipe Abreu, trabalho com a CrossFit Portugal desde o início deste ano, estou responsável pela parte de comunicação, de marketing, de redes sociais e agora neste evento estou responsável pela parte de logística.
Excelente. Filipe, muito obrigado pela oportunidade. Filipe, o que é que tu achas deste tipo de eventos em Portugal? Como é que tu tens sentido a mudança com a nova gestão e o facto de termos um country manager em Portugal? O que é que tu achas disso?
Eu acho que se nota aqui uma ruptura clara entre a anterior gestão e esta nova gestão, no sentido de mostrar aos afiliados e aportar aqui um valor à afiliação, ou seja, deixa de se pagar apenas por um nome, por usar a marca CrossFit, e passa a haver aqui um valor acrescentado, quer a nível do cabo, da programação, quer a nível mesmo destes eventos, de uma proximidade com o country manager que antes não existia e portanto há aqui uma proximidade que é isso que eu acho que a Casa Mais está a tentar fomentar, que eu acho que é absolutamente louvável.
Excelente, estão a fazer um excelente.
Bom dia, sou o Filipe da CrossFit Portland. Estamos aqui no primeiro encontro de afiliados, que está a correr aqui no CrossFit Português. Finalmente temos algo feito pelas nossas boxes nacionais. O ambiente está a ser espetacular, muito dinâmico, grupos de trabalho, as coisas estão a fluir, tudo dentro dos timings, e acho que vai sair um bom trabalho daqui deste primeiro encontro. Vai ser muito positivo para todas as boxes, vamos partilhar experiências e de certeza que vai ser muito útil para todos nós.
Olá, eu sou a Raquel, dou o CrossFit.
O CrossFit
Estou a adorar, espero que isto permaneça aqui na malta, na estrutura mensal, a partilha e tudo aquilo que está a acontecer neste projeto. Obrigada, CrossFit.
Olá, eu sou a Sibeli do MC CrossFit, na Figueira da Foz, e estou aqui num encontro de afiliados, muito feliz de conhecer quem eu ainda não conhecia e de ter essa experiência maravilhosa.
Bom dia, meu nome é Aluan, da Bulldog CrossFit. Esse evento aqui, desse feriado aqui, está sendo realmente algo muito legal. Eu acho que o CrossFit aqui em Portugal já precisava de um evento desse tipo, né? Isso demonstra a preocupação da CrossFit com os seus afiliados e que venham mais eventos como esse.
É isso, obrigado.
Meu nome é Diego Moraes, sou da Box CrossFit Viana Castelo. Estamos agora aqui então no primeiro encontro nacional de afiliados do CrossFit Portugal. Acho que está a ser um evento espetacular, é um momento ótimo de crescimento, de partilha de ideias. Acho que vamos sair todos daqui com mais conhecimento. Vai ser um bom momento de partilha de experiências. Acho que temos todos a aprender muito uns dos outros. E principalmente, como disse o Pedro Pereira, devemos acabar um pouco com este estigma de não partilhar o que é que existe na minha box, porque de lado não pode levar clientes. Acho que devemos ser abertos e partilhar o melhor que nós fazemos para que o nível do CrossFit nacional se eleve.
Olá, o meu nome é Frederico Couto, sou dono da box CrossFit Leiria e este é um evento que esperávamos já há muito pela CrossFit. Acho que o evento está a ter uma partilha incrível entre donos de boxes, principalmente nas apresentações, que está a ter um impacto muito positivo no trabalho de grupos e esperemos que assim seja no resto do dia e que daqui seja um passo grande aqui para a CrossFit Portugal e para todas as boxes afiliadas.
E foste a primeira box a receber o primeiro encontro de afiliados em Portugal.
Sim.
E parabéns por isso.
Box, obrigado e sinto-me grato por isso.
Daniela Amado, grande CrossFit, top, evento top, é sempre muito bom estarmos na presença dos colegas de profissão, conseguimos falar uns com os outros, trocar ideias,
de maneira que o nosso serviço seja cada vez melhor e que em Portugal o CrossFit evolua cada vez mais. Beijinho a todos.
O meu nome é Tiago Ferreira, sou o owner da CrossFit Português. Estou a gostar muito do evento, está a ser muito enriquecedor, vamos aprender com toda a gente do país. Obrigado.
I am the regional European manager for CrossFit, and I guess predominantly my role is to support the country managers within, I guess, Western Europe, so UK and Ireland, Scandinavia, DAC region, so Switzerland, Germany, Austria, and then we've got France, Portugal, Spain, Italy. Probably forgotten someone, but yeah. And like I said, predominantly my role is to support the country managers and make sure they've got the resources and the tools and the support to go and support their communities.
Thank you. What do you think about the new changes within the CrossFit community, with the change from the Greg Glassman's version of CrossFit to the Eric Rose? What do you think about this?
I guess the biggest fundamental difference is Greg was very passionate about leaving the affiliates to their own devices and look after themselves. And we didn't want to interfere as CrossFit, we didn't want to interfere with the affiliate businesses, their rights to run how they like. But I think the key difference now is, and the one thing I think that's important is, if gyms want to be completely independent, they wouldn't be a local CrossFit brand and a global brand and want to be part of the global community. And they have decided to be part of CrossFit and be part of the community, and so we as a brand have an obligation to make sure that they're supported. And so we definitely are stepping in the right direction to support affiliates better and give them more tools and resources to thrive and be more successful.
Just not the name, it's more than that.
Yeah, and I think the name has a huge amount of value, and I still think that is, from an affiliation perspective, it still is worth its weight in gold. But we can do better, and we can support affiliates better, while still giving them the freedom of choice to run their business how they like. We can give them resources and tools to support them, but it's up to them whether they want to use it or not. And I think so you've still got that freedom of choice, but at least we're pointing them in the right direction and steering them, and it's kind of one of those things where you don't know what you don't know, and at least just shining a light and pointing them in the right direction of, hey, here's some things to consider when running your business. I think that's the biggest difference for an affiliate.
Thank you. And what do you think about the growth of the CrossFit as a sport in Europe, and also here in Portugal?
Yeah. Well, I think from a sport perspective, Europe is the biggest. It's the highest participated open region outside of the US. So it's certainly growing every year. We've had a few bumps over the last couple of years with lots of changes, and also with COVID as well, but a huge spanner in the works. But places like Spain, as an example, the Portuguese neighbours, they have more people participating in the Open ever, regardless of them being closed or not. So I think that's really promising in terms of growth of the sport. We need more people to participate in the Open so we can get more semi-finals here, and that again will help grow the sport in this region. And yeah, Portugal I think has always had a good heritage. Although it's a small country, it punches well above its weight, and people like Pedro have been leading the way for many years, and it's only going in one direction at the moment. That's up in terms of participation in the sport.
We are. I think that as in the past, we are making history.
Yes.
It's a small country where we are discovering.
Yeah, and I think the role that Pedro is doing is huge for the not just the growth of affiliates and seminars and the education side of things, but also the sport. And last year, I don't believe he was in position when the Open was on, but he's got, with him driving it and supporting it, it's only going to improve and get better.
He's doing an excellent job, a great job. I think that showing that CrossFit is not just a name, it's a lot more than that. CrossFit is changing a lot of people's lives. It's changed my life. It's changed everyone's life also. So thank you for your time and for the opportunity.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
My name is Daniel Chaffee. Above all, I'm an affiliate owner, and I have been for a few years now. So with CrossFit Loop, drop the Reebok now, eh? And then an event organizer, so with the French Throwdown. And now, then I was country manager for France, for CrossFit for a few years. And since the beginning of this year, international director. What does that mean? It means a lot, it means nothing. It means I don't do much. My job is to really to support anything that's happening outside the US. So it's to make sure that the people that are in the teams, like Pedro, have the tools to get done what they need to get done in order to support the community. And whether that's through media and social media, whether it's through supporting affiliates, whether it's through education and seminars, or whether it's through the sport, protection of the brand. So we cover all the departments basically.
Show that the CrossFit affiliate is more than the name.
Yeah. In the past, it was kind of like, okay, if you want to affiliate, it's because you believe in the methodology, and then go play. You have the affiliation, go do what you want to do. And if you're successful, great. If you're not successful, hey, shame, you know. And in the past, there was this mentality of, and it wasn't necessarily a bad mentality, it was just a different time. It was build the box and the people will come. Yeah. When you're the only box in town, maybe.
Yeah.
But now, you know, years later, we're seeing that that doesn't necessarily work. You know, you can build the best box, you can have great programming, the best equipment, you can have really good coaches, you can have great service. But unless you know also a little bit about running an organization, leadership, supporting people, developing teams, you're going to have a very tough time. Even though, you know, the CrossFit methodology is as good today as it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, if not better, because it's empirical. It just gets better as time goes on, right?
Evolving always.
Yeah, and what we see is today what we've understood, and we understood it before, was that the affiliates are the cornerstone of everything that happens. If the affiliate is happy and successful, everything else will work. So if you have a happy and successful affiliate, it means his affiliate is successful and he's growing the box. It means more members. More members means more people taking part in the sport. It means the people organizing events are happy because you get more people at the events.
Yeah.
So you're strengthening the community. It means also more coaches to coach those members, so more people are going through education and upskilling and becoming better coaches. So we understand that the affiliate and what happens in the affiliate is where everything starts and finishes. And everything else is detail. Competitions and all this kind of stuff is all detail. And so for an affiliate to be able to do that in 10 years' time, he needs to be sufficiently successful that in 10 years' time his needs, his family's needs, his goals are being met. And for that he needs to earn a living as well. So that's one of our main focuses, is really putting more on the table to support the affiliates to be successful.
Great, great. What do you think about the changes from the previous management of CrossFit community, or for CrossFit as a company, not as a community, for now with Eric Rose?
The community is the same as it was before.
Yeah.
It's the same people. It's the affiliates are passionate individuals. They're passionate artisans or entrepreneurs. So that hasn't changed. What do I think about the change? I think how it happened was regrettable. I felt dreadful about that. I think how Greg was treated was very unfair.
Yeah.
And then, is it a good thing or a bad thing that Eric came in? Personally, I think it's a good thing. Because he brings to the table, I would say, a different perspective on how to develop over the next 10, 15, 20 years. And make sure CrossFit is as strong, if not stronger, in 10, 15 years' time. And so instead of if you want to affiliate, and if you don't want to be affiliated, don't affiliate, which was kind of Greg's thing, hey,
I'm not here to convince anybody that it's worthwhile. If you see it's worthwhile, then that's great, and if you don't, good luck to you. Eric is, well, we need to bring more value to the affiliation for the affiliates, and we need to help the affiliates be more successful, as I said in the previous question. So that's the biggest difference, and I think it's a good thing. As an affiliate owner, I would say that's a good thing.
You own two CrossFit boxes, correct? Three.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So 2 in Paris, one in Bordeaux. And I mean, I was very lucky because I worked for a very long time in the fitness industry in a multinational. So I made a lot of mistakes running boxes and running multi-site locations on someone else's money. You know, so I gained my experience in this big multinational company, and then I got to the point where I discovered CrossFit. I loved it. I said, hey, you know, maybe I should use the experience that I've gained to go and make a living and share this CrossFit thing and be successful in that. So, but most box owners don't have that luck or don't have that age. You know, I mean, I'm nearly 50. Most box owners, they come in young and passionate. And so I think it's our responsibility to be able to share some of that experience and help them be more successful without necessarily going through that painful learning curve, you know. So you open up, you're very motivated, and then you get a lack of success compared to what your expectations are. And so if we can stop that learning curve, we can catch it early. It doesn't go all the way down to where they go, oh God, I'm going to go back to being a policeman or whatever it is. You can catch them and give them success early. I think that's a big part of our responsibility and our goals.
And as an affiliate owner, how many, as a comparison, how many students or...
Oh, how many members?
Members, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
I heard a little bit of your numbers.
Yeah, so the first box at the moment, after COVID, we went down a bit, so we're at 1,300 members. The second box, we're back up to 700. We were at 760. And then the third box, which we opened just before COVID, is doing better now than before COVID. So we're just under 500 members in the third box. But,
amazing.
I think the third box will try and plateau around 800 members. Will be good. We can serve that many members. In Bordeaux, I think we can go to 800 as well. And in the first one, we want to stay where we are now. So the boxes are successful. We've got fairly large teams for CrossFit. So if we don't count the interns, we're at 45 members of staff on the team, which is a fairly large team. And it means that we spend a lot of our time developing people. And CrossFit is about people.
It's everything.
It's everything. It's, as a leader, your relationship and how you develop the team, and then your team's relationship and how they develop the members. And that's what it's about. So the affiliates are out there now. They need to learn about leadership. They need to learn about recruiting people. They need to learn about picking the right people. They need to learn about onboarding people, setting expectations. They need to learn about giving feedback and all that stuff. So this is where the affiliate gathering is really important, because it's where we can open some eyes and then set them up for success with maybe just telling them, you know, hey, maybe you should read this book, or maybe you should go and do that course, or maybe you guys that are in the same city, you should talk once a month and have a breakfast together and talk about problems and upskill each other. And that's what this is about. So it's there's a lot of good stuff to do. The future is very bright at the moment.
Do you think that Portugal is a country that will ever be able to host a competition like French Throwdown?
I think you've got some really good competitions already, from what Pedro's been telling me.
Yeah, we have a lot.
And
a few
competitions that I think should be licensed to CrossFit, that should carry the CrossFit name. You know.
Yeah.
So that's the first step probably. And then once they've been licensed for a few years, maybe then asked to become a semi-final. You know, and then I mean it takes years to get. You know, you don't go from being really small to being really big in 1 year. You don't say, oh, all of a sudden we're going to go from 100 athletes to 500 to 4,000. It's progressively. You grow 10-15% every year, and if you can keep hold of the same team, right, and your volunteers that come back the next year were the same from the first year, they get a bit better, and then they're able to improve. You know, in terms of competition, it needs to be a really good test of fitness. The judging needs to be very good. The programming needs to be very good. It needs to be a very good spectacle for the spectators. It needs to be a very good experience for the spectators. It needs to be a good experience for the volunteers. It needs to be a good experience for the athletes, not just in terms of test of fitness, but they need to have fun. They need to enjoy being there. Everything around it needs to be good. And so they're literally like 100 details. You don't need to double your ability in those 100 details. You need to improve by 10% every single year on a lot of details, and your competition will grow and become successful. Running competition is really fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Doesn't make any money, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, I organize a really small competition, an online competition, and for people that owns their own mini box, the garage gym, and it was a lot of fun. It's hard work. I don't think that at the time I had the experience to do so, but I take the risk, and it went very well.
And then afterwards you analyze, right?
It was fun.
Yeah, you can make improvements to the next one.
Yeah.
Also through competition, you actually, for me, the biggest thing that's good about competition is that it brings people together.
Yeah.
Again, we're coming back to people again, right? So how many? That word "people" has been, but competition. I don't really care about the podium. I don't care who's in the top 3 or top 10. You know,
just go there to have fun.
Yeah, as long as people come in and the spectators enjoy themselves. It's healthy. It's a good environment. You bring your uncles, your aunts. You bring your children. It's a good way to spend your time. And there are very few places together where people come together. You know, we're in a society where more and more we get isolated. We get isolated in home office, you know, working from home, or you know, school. Even kids are now wearing a mask and they're sitting in cubicles and stuff. It's crazy. Social clubs being closed for ages.
Yeah.
Sports clubs being closed. People have just been on their own, and so competitions serve a good purpose. You bring your boxers community together and other people. You bring all the communities together under one thing. Just, hey, let's go have some fun. That's why I like teams more than individuals as well, right? Because you get that human interaction between teammates. That's really fun.
It's more fun.
You go tag, and the guy who's out there is lifting a bar, and the one who's watching has more emotion on his face. You know? So yeah.
The same. Thank you, Daniel, for your time.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thanks.
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. Choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over. Say, lose yourself in the music, the moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music, the music, the music, the music, the music, the music. You better never let it go. Back to this. You better never let it go. I see dead people. Either the love or the underdogs on top, and I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Rap's MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can the underdogs on top, the underdogs on top. Go ahead, envy me. The underdogs on top, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. Rockin' like the 6 on top. Whole club rockin' like the 6. Rockin' like the rockin' like the 6 on top. Whole club rockin' like the 6. Rockin' like the 6 on top. The underdogs on top. Rockin' like the 6 on top. This nigga did it again. Let me put you on the game. Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to be. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while.
You think it's a game? You think it's a game? It doesn't even matter. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Hey, yo, what's my name? Y'all gon' make me go all out. DMX. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Hey, yo, what's my name? What you got? Y'all gon' make me lose my cool.
Olá a
OPO e do Crossfit OPO Matosinhos. Estamos aqui no primeiro encontro de afiliados, está a ser uma ótima experiência, é uma oportunidade única de conhecer os diversos afiliados que existem em Portugal e assim podemos partilhar todas as opiniões que existem uns com os outros e fazer crescer a comunidade. Obrigado e um abraço.
Olá, o meu nome é Rodrigo Candeias. Olá, o meu nome é Rafael Candeias. Estamos aqui no primeiro evento nacional da Box Affiliated. Nós não somos uma owner de uma Box Affiliated, como é óbvio. Ainda.
São herdeiros.
Mas estamos a gostar muito, está a ser uma aprendizagem muito grande a nível de tudo, a nível de gestão de pessoas. Gostámos muito daquele treininho, mentira.
Só que
não. Mas está a ser muito fixe e quero agradecer muito pelo convite que nos têm deixado de cá e ver isto tudo e ter esta experiência. Eu acho que está a ser muito fixe, pronto. O workout foi demasiado caro, eu acho que não podia ser caro.
Burpees.
Viemos para cá, agradecemos o convite, devemos aprender um bocadinho também sobre como é que funciona esta afiliação dos blocos cá em Portugal e pronto, esta é uma aprendizagem.
Tiago Goza, Head Coach Owner da Crossfit Alphaneme em Lisboa. Estou aqui no primeiro encontro de donos de afiliados em Portugal. Está a ser extremamente produtivo. O Pedro conseguiu juntar aqui uma equipa espetacular, escolheu bem os preletores, o conteúdo das apresentações está a ser super interessante, mas acima de tudo está a ser bom porque estamos a partilhar experiências, estamos a conhecer uns aos outros e isso tudo é bom para nós, para o crescimento da modalidade e para o crescimento da comunidade em Portugal. Portanto, espero que seja o primeiro de muitos.
I meet bitches, the street bitches, slash, cocoa puff, sweet bitches, make you wanna eat bitches, but not me. I tried so I fuck with these hoes from a distance. The instant they start to catch feelings, I start to. What is it you want from it? I gave you, you gave me. I blazed you, you blazed me. Stop, stop, shut them down, all and unshot. Oh, no, now I'm up out of the stop, stop, stop.
O meu nome é José Figueiredo, sou da Crossfit PDL, de Ponta Delgada, Açores. Vim com muito prazer a este encontro. Este é o primeiro passo para um sucesso futuro. Bem? Por isso, é assim que começa tudo. Estou a adorar esta formação, principalmente a partilha das boxes.
Olá, sou Pedro Seabra, da 16.9. Estou no primeiro encontro de afiliados de Portugal com muito orgulho. Isto é das coisas que nós mais teremos partido, é a partilha. E estou a adorar o encontro e hoje já terei para aí 2 ou 3 pontos novos que vou pôr em prática.
Sou Ferreira, da CrossFit Caravelas, aqui no primeiro encontro de Owners de Portugal. Tem sido uma experiência fantástica de partilha, de comunhão de valores e troca de experiências. E venham muitos mais aí.
Olá, sou o Rui, coach da 21 Crossfit. Estou a adorar aqui a experiência deste meeting, que seja o primeiro de muitos mais.
Olá, sou a Ana, venho do CrossFit Review, do Box CrossFit Review e estou a adorar esta primeira experiência. Primeiro encontro de afiliados e superou as minhas expectativas. Levo daqui muita informação que tem que ser digerida, passar também à minha equipe, mas
Francisco Dinho, CrossFit Algés. Não podia estar mais feliz por ter estado aqui hoje com a CrossFit Portugal. É uma novidade termos aqui este tipo de formações em Portugal e em português da CrossFit. Tem sido muito bom. De certa forma, pode não ser algo de novo para mim, mas é sempre bom relembrar certos conteúdos, por isso todas as formações, tanto do Claude como o Bruno, como o Tiago, tem sido excelente. e a partilha, a própria partilha também. Mas agora para uma round table acho que faz todo o sentido partilharmos aqui experiências entre todos, somos aqui 70 CrossFit owners, então acho que foi um dia ganho, foi um investimento aqui em ter vindo cá a Leiria.
E és um dos main sponsors aqui do evento também, com a tua empresa Revolution Food.
Sim, estou cá de duas maneiras a representar duas marcas, a Crossfit Algés, recém-criada, vai abrir daqui a 2 semanas, e a Revolution Food já é uma marca com um peso enorme em Portugal, principalmente em Lisboa, na Grande Lisboa. Temos já, posso dizer, um mercado muito grande, muito envolvido e com uma satisfação enorme, a qualidade é cada vez melhor, estou a não poder estar mais feliz com estes 2 projetos que criámos, eu e a minha mulher, a Filipa, tem sido excelente.
Vieira, Norte Polo CrossFit. Estou a adorar o evento, a aprender imenso com a malta mais velha, que já desenvolve boxe há mais tempo. Portanto, a ideia é tentar sugar o máximo de informação deles, aproveitar e enquadrar com a minha realidade e a partir daí tentar pôr em prática.
Diogo Marques, Fitbox Espinho e São João da Madeira, ou seja, CrossFit 4500, bem em representação da volta, não são dos donos, mas estou a achar o evento espetacular. A partir do conhecimento tem sido muito bom, estou a aprender imenso e levo aqui muitas oportunidades no dia.
Mário Pinto e a representar o CrossFit Mais da Palmeira. Acho que é muito importante nós termos este evento e termos mais até no futuro. Acho que para a comunidade de CrossFit em Portugal vai alavancar muitos processos e a partilha acho que é fundamental para os box owners e para nós também termos noção de outras experiências. Fábio Francisco, sou da Afiliados CrossFit e este ano de box está a ser bastante interessante, partilha de informações, realidades completamente diferentes, braços grandes, braços pequenos, áreas metropolitanas grandes, pequenas, está a ser muito bom, feedbacks e maneiras de trabalhar completamente diferentes, está a ser bastante interessante.
Graciano Marques, Los em CrossFit, e estamos aqui no primeiro encontro das boxes afiliadas de Portugal. Tem sido uma partilha de conhecimento bastante interessante, era uma coisa que faltava e é sempre muito bom estar a aprender, sobretudo com uma box como a minha, que vamos fazer agora um ano, estar sempre a aprender com quem já tem muitos anos de CrossFit aqui em Portugal.
José Sousa, educador de CrossFit, e este é o caminho. Nenhum homem é uma ilha, portanto, juntos com a partilha do conhecimento, vamos todos conseguir evoluir o nível do CrossFit em Portugal. Fiquem a gente.